now we'll be doing a back squat exercise. So just a few reminders before we're doing the actual exercise. So first, the rack should be just below your shoulder. And when you walk in, make sure that you have that power grip on the barbell already. And the grip should be just narrow as the one with your shoulder. So it's just like one thumb distance. And when you walk in, just make sure that the barbell is appearing on your trapezius. And then when you unrock it, just one step or two step back, and eyes looking forward. So when your eyes looking straight, make sure your toes is slightly outwards. And just imagine that you're sitting on a chair and keeping your vertebrae or your spine straight and extend the full time. So just imagine that you're sitting on the chair, and as deep and down, you just go up. Try to use your hamstring and good toes muscles to lift it up. Yeah, and just unrock it. A lying leg curl. And for doing this movement and exercise, the first thing you have to do is sit in and just imagine that you're lying down. So make sure that your vertebrae and your back is fully aligned with the bench. So make sure there's not any space between you and the bench. And after that, you just need to put your leg attached with the board or the lift or the weight. And remember, this is the very important thing to do. So you have to hold these two handles. This is the one for you to this is the one that allows you to carry the weight. So after you open them, you can do the exercise. And while you're doing the exercise, remember to slightly put your toes outward. And so when you're doing the lowering phrase, which is the concentric contraction, just make sure that you do the same thing with your back squat. And when you're doing the fully the extension part, make sure that you don't have fully hyperextension in your tibiofemoral joint. So this can prevent your knees to get injured. Yeah. First, we have to stand tall with your feet shoulder width apart, and hold the dumbbell in each hand with your arms fully extended by your sides. And keep your palms facing forward and your elbows close to your torso. So during the exercise, exhale when the curl and the weight's up and towards your shoulders, keeping your upper arms stationary. And at the top, squeeze your bicep for a second. And inhale, slowly lower the dumbbells back to the starting position. And make sure that you avoid that swinging in your body, and you only use your forearm to lift the weights. Alright, so when doing a barbell bicep curl, just similar with the one we use a dumbbell, and just stamp the feet shoulder width apart, and the grip and barbell with an underhand grip, and hands above shoulder width apart. So keep your chest up and shoulders back, and your core tight. So doing the exercise, exhale when the curl and the barbell up by bending your elbows, and only your forearms should be moving. And you should keep your elbows tucked and avoid spooning, and pause briefly at the top for maximum contractions. And inhale and lower barbell under the control of the feet. So doing the tricep push on, you have to stand facing the machine with your feet and shoulder width apart, and grab the bar or the rope with an overhand grip. And keep your elbows tucked close to your body and upper arms stationary. And slightly bend your knees and engage your core for balance. So to start this movement, you have to take a deep breath and lock your elbows on the sides, and they shouldn't be moving. Forearms just start parallel to the ground and push down. Exhale as you push the bar or the rope straight down until your arm is fully extended. And squeeze your triceps and hold in the bottom for a few seconds. This, you have to lie down on the bench and with your eyes directly looking under the barbell. And for the grip part, you just need to grip the barbell a bit wider than your short width. And make sure that your wrist is going forward, your palms are going forward, make sure they don't bend back. And lift and rock the barbell carefully. And make sure that you straighten your arm at the first place, and using your triceps to lower down the barbell. And during the push off phase, you just need to use your pectoralis major and latissimus dorsi to push up the barbell and the weights. And I rock it.
E.
Okay. So when doing a dumbbell flat bench press, we need to use our thighs to assist us to bring the weights to our chest. And so when you're lying down, just keep the dumbbell with you, and just imagine you're doing the barbell bench press. So you make 45 degrees with your shoulder and 90 degrees with your elbow flexion, and just extend using your pectoralis major and lowering down slowly. Now we're doing a lat pull down, and for you, first you have to hold the bar, right? So you just need to hold a bit wider than your shoulder width, and yeah, just adjust it with your shoulder width. And after you pull down, make sure that your leg is fitting in the leg pad, so this prevents you not to lift off by the weights. And after that, you just have to look straight and lean back slightly, chest up, shoulders down and back. And put the bar down to your upper chest and lift with your elbows, not your hands. And squeeze your lats at the bottom and feel your back engaging. And slowly let the bar rise full extension and control it. So doing this sit down shoulder press, we have to make sure our back flat against to the bench and feet planted and dumbbells up to the shoulder level. So palms should be facing forward as well. And set your core tight and braced. So shoulders down and chest up. Press the dumbbells straight up and smooth control the motion. Don't clank them together. And pulse briefly at the top arms and to cause out contractions. So lower down slowly back to your shoulder height, elbow slightly in front of your body, and inhale down as you exhale to press. Okay, so now we're doing a sit row, and for this, first you have to put your feet on the platform and slide bend your knees, and just grab the handle, neutral grip, and palms facing each other. And chest up, shoulders back, don't hunch, just make sure that your core is tight. And just need to pull the handles towards your lower ribs, so during the, in this part, and lead your elbows, keep them close to your back, to your body. So also you have to squeeze your shoulders blades together and feel the back working. And slowly extend your arms forward and full stretch, but don't run your shoulder. So now we're doing a bent knee sit up. And first you just bend your knee in a flexion position, and your hip should be attaching with the floor, and just lie down. And when you're lying down, make sure that your hands and your palms are attaching with your head throughout the movement. And just try to feel that rectus abdominis giving that power to you or the force to you and lift you up. And just slowly go down. So when doing the calf rise, this is the machine that you can use, and here's where you can adjust your shoulder pad height. So make sure that this is comfortable for you, and make sure that this is not too tall or too high for you, because if it's too tall, you can feel the weight or pressure against you. So after you adjust it, you just need to walk in, and your hands should be holding the handle slightly, and imagine you're doing a tiptoe. So maintain that tension in your calves. So just rise in